You're watching Anime Sundays.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Anime Sundays, the show where we talk about anime on Sundays. I am your host, Jared Ross. For this week's episode, we're going to take it nice and easy and start off with our favorite segment, Anime You Should Be Mother Watching. This week on Anime You Should Be Watching, the anime I've chosen to put y'all onto is none other than the saga of Tanya the Evil. Now, Tanya the Evil is definitely one of the most abnormal anime plots I have seen in quite a while. It focuses around this little girl named Tanya Durakoff, who is in kind of this World War I/World War II type of time zone setting with magic involved. The truth of Tanya's backstory is she was, in her past life, just a normal, hard-working Japanese salaryman who got pushed into the train tracks one day by a subordinate that he fired from his job. As he was falling into the train tracks, he was kind of met with this being X who could kind of be described as this God type figure and said, listen, you've been atheist your whole life, you've had no faith your whole life, and now you're about to die, so in order for you to learn your lesson of not having faith, I'm going to reincarnate you into a whole different lifestyle. When the man woke up, he was inside of an infant toddler's body with all the memories of his past self and was being raised as this little blonde girl in this World War I time setting that I previously explained. As the salesman gets older, obviously he shows way more maturity than most, as he still has the memories of a grown adult, even though he is in the body of a little girl. And he's recalled with the rules given to him by that being X that basically says if he dies an unnatural death or still doesn't have a lot of faith, his soul will be doomed to, burning in hell and making up for all the sins that he committed in his adult life. The salesman, or Tanya's, big plan is, well, I'll just join the army, work my way up to a very respectable rank. That way I don't have to do any of the fighting. Now, some of you may think, well, that's kind of ridiculous, but I guess in a world where you're going to be in a war anyway as a soldier, you might as well be in a position where you won't be shot and killed all the time. What makes the story so interesting is Tanya eventually likes being a decorated war soldier and starts to place the accolades of her career over her own life as she tries to climb the ranks and be the best soldier out there. This anime is pretty good when it comes to action. I mean, for the most part, you're gonna see a lot of, war type battles, a lot of people shooting and fighting, sword thrusting with some elements of magic. It's kind of like maybe like a Black Clover or Fairy Tale, but with a little bit more grit to it, a little bit more like Private Ryan in there. To me, I think Tanya's character is something I've never seen before, and I think just the whole setup of a magic anime mixed with World War I time is something we may not see often, and it has me on the edge of my seat. If you want to check out Tanya the Evil is on Crunchyroll with its first full season of 12 episodes, and it has a movie out which I heard did really well, and I'm actually going to go peep it myself. Alright, everybody, so for today's debate topic, we're going to keep it nice and short and just going to post a question for you guys to kind of stir your thoughts about. For today's debate topic, I would like to ask y'all, what anime do you think receives the most hate in the anime community out of these three? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
このジョルノ・ジョバーナには夢がある
Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, or fairy tale?
必ず守ってみせる。力を貸してください。マスター。なんなの？私の娘は。
Now, some of you may say JoJo doesn't receive that much hate, but I beg to differ. I still think there's a lot of people out there that still hate on JoJo. They still think it's too feminine or too flamboyant or the story's too wild. And I feel like there's still a lot of people giving it a lot of hate. We all know that almost everybody in the anime community hates Boruto in general, but do you think that Boruto receives more hate than Fairy Tail? I don't know. I feel like it can go either or. The anime community can be very harsh when it comes to these animes, and I would just like to see what anime y'all think receives the most hate in the community. So please comment below, leave me a little notion. Like I said, today is just a nice little short little episode. Stay tuned for next week. Try to have another special guest in here and dive into a topic that should really get y'all blood flowing. You already know what I'm finna do. Catch up on this Demon Slayer and this One Piece Stampede. Toei Animation, if you're watching this, please drop the sub version. We are waiting for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.